In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to put together this cute little craft kit of mine, which is the interchangeable clock face. So the clock face is interchangeable. Let me just move the seconds out of the way. You can actually put different designs on. So this is going to be the autumn designs, and you can choose one of these with your craft kit, but the others will be available as well. So you can interchange it with some of the designs. And then the last one's a little squirrel one, so cute, and the top piece can pop out as well, and then you can put different designs on. I just wanted to do something different because the clock face is always the same, and you need to buy a whole new clock if you want a different face. And I wanted to make these interchangeable and fun for you guys so that I can release different designs. So I'll do like Christmas designs. I might even do a Halloween design, and then you can just pop the designs out and you can put new designs in. So let me show you guys quickly how to assemble your clock faces. So let's first have a look at everything that you will receive in your craft kit if you've purchased the whole kit. So first of all, you're going to have your paints. You will not be limited to only using these colors. You can use more of the paint colors if you wanted to. These are just the colors that I've predominantly used when I did my designs. So those will be your 6 paint dots. Then you're also going to get your clear stuff, which you'll use for your glazing. So you'll have that in your kit. In this kit is a 10-gram bottle for that. Then you're going to receive some wood glue, and this will be important to use to stick all the pieces down. Then you're going to receive your clock mechanism. So those are all the pieces. You will also get another piece with your clock, which I don't use, which is a little washer. I didn't use it in mine because there's not a lot of space for me to actually put it together, and it hasn't made any difference. So it's really up to you if you want to use it, but that's your clock mechanism that you receive then in your kit. Then you're also going to get in your clip-in pieces. So these are the pieces that will fit into the slots that we're going to stick on the back of your designs to make sure that they fit in. And that's also the pieces that will make it possible for you to remove it and make the clock interchangeable. Then you're going to get your designs. The floral design for the top is the same for all the different ones, but you could have either chosen to have a little foxy one, or you could have chosen the little squirrel or the owl, just depending on which one. Or you can buy these separately if you wanted to make the bottom piece already interchangeable for autumn, and those will be your pieces that you'll paint. Then you're also going to get your numbers. And for your numbers, I've already put them for you on some masking tape on a card, also just to make it easier that they don't break while in transit to you. So they will be on little cards, and it will make easier for you to use to paint. Keep it in one place, and also when you do your glazing, to bring your little light over. So put the glaze on, bring a light over, or under a light if you're going to use a bigger light. With these ones, if you wanted to, you'll see there's a lot of yellowing on the edges of the numbers. If you wanted to remove it, you can just use the emery board, and just with the emery board, just file lightly on them if you wanted to remove it. But to be honest with you, if you're going to paint it black, it makes absolutely no difference. Just make sure that you do paint the numbers a neutral color. Don't make it orange, for example, because the designs are going to be interchangeable. So you don't exactly want orange numbers for a December design, for argument's sake. So that will be your numbers. The first thing that you want to do to jump into the assembly for this is you obviously want to paint all your pieces. So go ahead and paint your fox, squirrel or owl design, or for any future ones, any other designs, and your flower design at the top. So get those painted first, and then paint your numbers, and then glaze your numbers. The first thing that I suggest you do is to stick the numbers on. So you can either leave the numbers flat like this, like I've done, or like this, so not put anything on here, sorry, not like I've done, or you can make them raised, and it gives it that embossed effect. So let me show you what that looks like. So this is mine after I've painted it, and you can see how beautiful those numbers look on there now. So they're slightly raised, but your clock mechanism will still run over that, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is just one where I've already gone ahead and painted my numbers, glazed them, and then stuck them on. This was actually a prototype before I made the hole, so we can make it interchangeable, but that gives you an idea of what that will look like. Then once you've done that and you've painted all your pieces, the next thing that you're going to want to do is put on the clock mechanism. So for the clock mechanism, I would say before you even put on these two pieces over here, put the mechanism on so that you can see and adjust where your pieces need to go. So first thing we want to do is let's grab the mechanism pieces again. So we've got that one, the little washer, and then the arms. Okay, so for these, what you want to do is you want to start with the one with the bigger hole. See the hole in the bottom? You want to start with that one. And all you want to do is just slot that over. So sometimes it's really difficult to get them over. The plastic pieces are actually aligned so that it fits the different sizes. So these run across each other. So if you struggle to get it, let me just move the clock face out of the way. If you struggle to put it on like this and it just doesn't want to clip on, what I find is if you turn the arm around upside down, then push it over, it kind of just stretches that metal a little bit, lift it over, and then go back in and you'll find that it will go on perfectly. Okay, so let's put the clock face on. So you're going to put your clock face on first. Okay, and then you're going to use the little nut and bolt, the nut. And you're going to screw that on. So I've been able to screw it on with my finger, but if you want to make it tight enough, just hold that in place. And I'm just going to use a pair of pliers. You can use some art pliers if you have some art pliers, anything that will just help you hold that nut in place. If I can just get, there we go. Put it on nice and tight. I'm just going to do that one more time. There we go, to keep that in place. Then we're going to go with our bigger arm first and pop that on. Then we're going to go with the hour, so that's the hour. Let's go with the minute one, and that should go over the top piece. There we go. And then the seconds one will just fit over. There's a little pin in the middle there. I don't know if you can see it there. So there's a little pin there, and this one just goes over the pin on the inside. And then that is your clock mechanism in place. Okay, so then we're going to get the pieces ready to slot in. So let me do those for you first. Okay, so to get the designs in place, what we're going to do is grab those little clip-on pieces that I've included for you, and I want you to pop them into the hole, but make sure that they still stand out so it's not completely flat. So just pop them into the hole, and you'll see in a second why we're going to do that. So let me grab the other ones and pop them in as well, and this will just make it easier for you to get your design in the right place and make sure that it's attached properly. And then this one over here. Okay, now I don't want to put it flat, because what we're going to do now is we're going to add glue to this, and then we're going to lie our designs on top of it and leave that to dry before we remove it again, so that it's in the right places. So once you've done that, all I'm going to do now is just use my glue, and I'm just going to use the little detail stick. Now I'm going to pop some glue on this piece. Don't put too much glue in, because you don't want it to flow over the edge and then stick these little pieces to your actual clock face, because we want to make sure that the clock face is still interchangeable. This glue is amazing, so it will hold the pieces well enough together. So let's do that. And once you've done this, what you're going to do is then grab your designs, and you're going to take your flower design, and we're going to pop it on exactly where you want it to be. Just moving it so it's not going to touch my numbers. There we go, just lightly, so make sure you don't press it down because you don't want it to press through and then make these ones stick to your clock face. Let's grab the bottom one, so I'm going to use the squirrel for this one. And of course I've put them into, see, I've already drawn lines on the back, so I kind of know where they need to be. So just kind of pop them down there, just move those out of the way, and just make sure that they are stuck on there. And then we're going to leave this to dry properly. So I'm going to say, before you even want to try and remove them from here, leave it for about 10 minutes for them to dry properly, and then we'll come back and then we'll complete the, and I'll show you, sorry, and yeah, because it is complete, and I'll show you how you can do the interchanging of the different designs. While I was waiting for these pieces to dry, I quickly painted all of my numbers, glazed them, and then stuck them on. That gave me enough time for these to dry. So all I'm going to do now is, from the back, I'm just going to press the designs out like this, just so they come out gently, because they are fragile and I don't want to break them. And then that makes them interchangeable, so you can pop them in and out. So I'm going to do future designs, but for the autumn ones, there's 3 different designs. So it depends on, like I said in the beginning of the video, which design you've chosen for your kit, but the others will be available. So let's just pop this one in properly so it is nice and flat. Move the little arms to the side, pop that in. There we go. So there's the little squirrel design, and if you want to change it, I'm just going to press on those, which is why I made them raised out so they're not flush to the back, so that I can just press on them to pop the design out, which now I'm struggling to press, of course, when you do a video. There we go. And then that side, and then you can change that with popping in your little owl design if you want to change them out, or you've got the little foxy design as well. Let's pop that little guy in, let's get it in the right place. So there you go, guys. So that will be your interchangeable clock. The only thing that's left to do is to get your arms in the right place. So for these, we just need to make sure that they are able to move over the designs. So all I'm going to do is I will just take the arms and just move them around, just making sure that they don't get stuck anywhere. And if they do get stuck, all you need to do is just take the little arm and just bend it up a little bit, and then it will move over. And do the same for all 3 of them. And then we're going to pop a battery in. So there's no battery included in your kit because Royal Mail doesn't like us posting out batteries. So all I'm going to do is pop that in. There we go. So let me just show. So I use the IKEA rechargeable batteries, and then there's your clock running. So now it's just for you to set the time correctly on it, and then off you go. Then you've got a beautiful clock. So I hope you guys enjoyed the assembly and painting your kit. Please, if you like this tutorial, drop me a little note at the bottom and let me know what you think of it. And then also subscribe to my channel. I will be releasing some more designs for this. So I'll do a Christmas design, and maybe I'll even do a Halloween design. That might be fun because I never do anything Halloween. So I might do a little Halloween design as well, so you can have a Halloween clock. So there you go, guys. So the kit is available on my website. I'll leave the link below. And then you can also get the different designs. So you can get the little squirrel and little owl if you wanted to change them out more often. It just makes a clock face not so boring, that it's not just the same thing all the time. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I will see you in the next one.